3-0. And 30 CS down. It's been a tough game for him.
Yeah, so Samsung Blue has the lane push in their favor right now. This will give them some time to go back and spend the gold from the kills that they got before reapplying pressure. And if they can constantly 5-man the Tryndamere, they'll be in really good shape. In fact, not even split pushing right now.
No. Just kind of hanging out. Doesn't want to get that nice, clean uniform messy.
He does look rather regal.
He does. It's true. Man, the Mystic shots coming out of depth are going to be doing so much damage right now.
Yeah, it's pretty disgusting. Well, it's looking grim for SK Telecom T1.
It is. The split push has been neutralized for now anyway.
Yeah, they have to be very careful, of course, about this early Baron buff. Chunju going back into that bottom lane, and Impact will respond by trying to shove out top.
Yeah, they may just want to even be for a moment while they push mid. We'll see.
Yeah, so the problem for Samsung Blue right now is that these base turrets are very strong, and it will be, or the second turrets rather, it will be difficult this early in the game to dive as effectively because they don't have the levels in items quite yet in order to be that effective or that tanky underneath the turrets. And their comp is actually quite bad at sieging. It's really only good at diving with Rumble and Fizz. You want to use the equalizer to get the damage on and then follow up with the Fizz, but they're able to zone out right there. Nice use coming from behind.
Yeah, they'll get that turret either way, just kind of muscling their way into there.
Yeah, that was a really good decision, but Impact on a roll with a big minion wave up in the top lane. They're going to try and base race it probably. It's really their only hope.
Yeah, they really need to get this inhibitor. We'll see if they can. Here we go, explosive cast, pushes Spirit away. Aside from that, not doing a whole lot. Piglet gets jumped on. Def getting that kill as well. Actually, they grab Gragas as well. Faker in big trouble. Gets out of the box, but he's still so low. Def going in for that kill. Chunju steals it though, and that is going to be a turret and probably an inhibitor as well as Mondu goes down. Oh boy.
Yeah, Impact still just split pushing this top lane. If they can trade inhibitor for inhibitor, there are worse things. And actually, Impact is winning the inhibitor race right now.
Yeah, really nice. I mean, the fight bought SK Telecom some time, and they're going to trade inhibitor for inhibitor, it looks like.
Yeah, this is definitely A-OK for SK Telecom T1.
Yeah.
Well, this is an interesting game. Even with the massive gold lead, SK Telecom T1 still at least keeping themselves in the game.
It's one of the frustrating things about playing against the Tryndamere.
Yeah. He is one-dimensional, but he is really good in that one dimension.
Yeah, that one dimension is pretty strong. And he's going to leave a ward there and just go ahead and back.
Yeah, smart move. We'll see how much gold he's managed to pick up and what his next item is going to be.
Wow, what a game. All right, let's take a look at that fight.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly it. You just need to get the dives in right there. Oh, Spirit. Max range, Zyra passive.
Nice.
For the kill.
That's awesome. All right, well, lanes getting pushed back by Samsung Blue now.
Yeah, 30 seconds until Baron, and SK Telecom T1 has the vision advantage right now.
Yep.
They were smart to use their time right after getting up in order to take that out. But it'll be cleared relatively quickly right there. Some poke from Faker. Faker at least has gotten a lot of farm this game and a couple of kills, so he does have that death cap already. His damage pretty significant.
Yep. They try to protect that vision ward. Oh, Def gets caught a little bit. Can they get the kill? There's the armor going down. Cleanse from Piglet doesn't help. Def is just so strong right now. Yeah, Piglet cannot duel Def. He's 0-5-0 now against a 7-1-4 Ezreal.
Yeah, especially with the Blade of the Ruined King that Def picked up as well,
yeah.
Which is really smart because that's an answer to the split pushing campaign.
Yep. Oh, Pawn fighting Impact. He's going to have to back off. Uses that ult. Disengage a bit.
Yeah, Pawn is not the man who's going to be able to stop this split push, that's for sure. I mean, really, there's nobody who can at this point.
Yep. They just have to push harder. Well, then we'll see if they can get the Baron.
Well, with Piglet coming back up so soon, fortunately, he's not very high in terms of levels yet.
Yeah. Now, Pawn can clear the wave, and he does have super
Pawn needs to be very careful about this, however, because he doesn't have an ult, and Impact can ult in him.
There's the Sonias. All right, they're actually waiting for Spirit. There we go, he flashes. Gets a slow on Impact. There's the Cocoon. Can they take him out? Impact gets his ultimate popped in. Mengi coming in. There's the repel. And they're going to come down again. Impact trying to get away. They do stop the split push, though. No Baron, though, for Samsung Blue during all of that.
No, they had to. That's the problem with this Tryndamere, though, is they have to commit multiple champions in order to stop him.
Yeah.
And even then, he's just going to lifesteal back up with that Blade of the Ruined King on every wave. And it's incredibly annoying how many summoners, how many ultimates you have to use in order to shut him down.
Yep. Already gaining that health back. Man, what a close game.
Yeah, it's funny that we're saying what a close game with a 10K gold difference, but this is, you know, gold difference isn't everything in League of Legends, and it comes down to how is that gold used, who has it, and what kind of composition are you running. And even 10K gold behind, Tryndamere in a split push situation is going to be a thorn in your side, as we're seeing right now.
Oh, yeah.
And actually, to be fair, Impact has nearly as much gold as Chunju does. He's only about a K behind.
Yep.
Okay, well, he's coming back. He's nearly got that last Whisper as well, and once he gets that, it's going to be even harder for Pawn to stop him. That Sonya's Hourglass not going to be doing much.
Nope. Just delaying the inevitable, really.
Yeah. Okay, well, Pawn coming back down. He's trying to go toe-to-toe again. He knows that Undying Rage is still on cooldown, and that is going to make Impact a little more reluctant.
Ooh, Sense coming down as well. Can they get the death sentence here? Piglet is there, as well as Bengi. Yeah, they need to be really careful not to go in on that one.
Just using the chicken yell.
Yep.
Poultry shout.
Poultry shout. Which came first? Tryndamere or his chicken shout? And another dragon being taken by Samsung Blue. So they do maintain that gold lead for the most part, at least.
Yeah, the longer SK Telecom T1 can stretch this one out, the better. They're going to be in a really good position. So Samsung Blue has to be a little bit more aggressive about closing this game at this point in time. They need to just keep diving, keep that 5-man going, and stop worrying so much.
Yep.
Now they are taking control over that Baron pit again, and they may choose the 5-man Baron.
Well, we'll see. Coming in, there's the explosive cast. They try to jump onto Faker, and they will catch him. There's the ultimate for Pawn as well. Faker not quite able to take out Spirit.
Yeah, getting caught there in the mid lane, but that's not going to stop the pushing. And Tryndamere able to push through the super creep waves in order to take out another turret.
Insane. They're just going to go right for Baron on this one. Chunju trying to stop him. He's going to be able to clear the wave, but it's 5 turrets to 5 right now. Bengi coming over the wall. There's the box. They do get a kill on him. Mandu in big trouble as well. This could mean a big, strong push coming in for Samsung Blue.
I really would have preferred to see Caitlyn this game, but we're not going to get it. An Impact getting low. That Rylai's doing a lot of work on this Rumble. Impact.
Oh, he needs to run. There's a flash over the wall. He gets him. Nice duel from Chunju, and a Baron being taken. Spirit very low health right now. This may not be the best Baron idea ever. It looks like it'll barely go down, though. Ooh, that was a close one.
Yeah, but with so many members, except for Piglet down, everyone on SK Telecom T1 dead, that will be another Baron, and they will have a really good opportunity here just to clear out their base. Their inhibitor is back up, and then they can go and just 5-man SK Telecom T1. They have a good window of opportunity right now.
You know, it all comes down to that Rumble that got the really good lead against Tryndamere in the early game. He's been able to stay ahead enough on items all game to go toe-to-toe with him. Yeah,
that Rylai's was absolutely critical to winning that duel right there. Able to keep Tryndamere burning on top of the equalizer, especially with that Leandri's Torment as well.
Yep.
And here we go, Pawn heading back. Healing up, he's got the home guard boots and zips out into the lane.
Try to push that one up a little bit. It's already pushed up, but more the merrier, I guess. And in the meantime, tier 2 mid turret.
Samsung Blue needs to be much more decisive right now.
They're a bit too spread out.
Yes, they are. With this Baron buff, I mean, getting the blue is all nice and well. Chunju clearing out the creep wave top is all nice and well, especially since Impact's going to be there also. But
you know, there's a difference too between being methodical and being overly passive, and I feel like Samsung Blue's kind of gone over that line, you know?
Yeah, they have a good reason to be cautious because SK Telecom is still in this game.
Yeah.
But they are being a little overly cautious.
Impact wants this again. He's going in with the ghost. Chunju a little bit caught here. He's on the run now. There's the slow. There's the equalizer, but I don't think he's getting away from this one. He's going to try it. Chunju not quite make it. Oh, he actually makes it out because of the lantern. Are you kidding me?
And Pawn with a huge burst as well. Impact didn't see it coming. He didn't even have time to pop his ultimate right there because he died so very quickly.
That was incredible. And here we go. Oh, they catch Bengi with the ultimate. A little bit of damage onto him. It's going to help that siege. Baker getting ready to throw some barrels, throw some casks.
Well, Samsung Blue, they do have that open inhibitor right now. One wonders if they can do a little more sieging in another lane. Def doesn't even care anymore. He's just going to face tank a turret all by himself.
I guess so, yeah, he's going to be fine.
And look at SK Telecom is terrified. They absolutely...
It should be. Oh, they catch Mondu. Mondu in big trouble, gets evaporated. Piglet on the run as well. Baker needs to back off the inhibitor very low. Spirit a bit low on health as well. There's the box sense, bringing him in. Nice explosive cast. Sense in trouble. Def taking some damage from the turrets from the Nexus. Actually, Pawn.
Yeah, Piglet won the duel right there with Deft as well. So SK Telecom trying to push out of this base. Lantern ride for Chunju. Spirit and Sense quite low, however. Impact on the warpath.
Yeah, they're going to see if they can get that ult out of Impact, but they don't quite get him low enough.
Well, they did get another inhibitor there, so.
They did, yeah.
And a 2-for-2 trade.
Could have been worse.
Yeah, Samsung Blue still doing fine. And look at that ward coverage, too, all through.
Chunju.
Oh, this could be terrible.
Yeah, there's the equalizer. There's nothing he can do. Oh, except if Lee Sin kicks him over the wall, I guess. Oh, no way. Impact getting slowed. Can he catch him? Can he catch him? Bengi so low. He's going to live. Chunju not so lucky. Bit of a crazy fight, but in the end, Impact comes up with the kill.
Yeah, shutdown gold there as well for Impact. So that's going to cause Samsung Blue to lose a lot of pressure in this game. And now SK Telecom T1, in spite of losing another inhibitor, they keep getting more opportunities here.
Yep. MVP Blue, we are seeing a little bit of a weakness. Let's watch that fight in the base.
Yeah, watch Piglet right here, too. So Mondu gets destroyed instantly, and Faker able to put some damage down right there. Piglet's going to be kiting backwards against Deft right there. Pops his ultimate. Deft hits him with the Blade of the Ruined King, but he manages to barely survive. Beautiful mechanics from Piglet on the side of that fight.
That was one of the best Vayne mechanics fights I think I've ever seen. Oh, Impact in a little bit of trouble here. Pops his ultimate. Gonna try to get some kills in there before he goes down, but it looks like he's gonna have to make it out. Gonna have to run. He's gonna be fine though.
Yeah, does manage to barely survive with a sliver right there, and a nice route onto Deft, preventing that pursuit.
Just want to go back to that last fight one more time real quick, because we saw Piglet get a really amazing condemn onto Pawn as he came in too, and that's what allowed him to even get a chance to duel Deft.
Yeah, really, really nice. And the Hex Drinker now down onto Piglet, trying to deal with some of that damage coming out of Fizz and Rumble. And Mercurial Scimitar finished for Deft as well. Doesn't want to get hit by any of that Zyra CC.
Oh no. Can't blame him. Oh, Bengi, you picked the wrong golems to go after. There's Repel. I don't think Bengi's getting out of that one. Nope, Death Sentence secures that kill. Whoops. That was just a little bit of a mixed up map awareness from Bengi there.
Samsung Blue going for the naked inhibitor right now. Should be
good idea.
Easy business in order for them to finish out this game at this point.
Yep. And can they take it? No ultimate yet for Impact. It's going to be up in just a couple seconds, but the inhibitor is going to be dead long before that happens. And they do get it. Pawn actually condemned against the wall, but no follow-up. The ult is up for Impact now.
They are just trying to wait this one out. They need Bengi back up. 15 long seconds to go, however.
Yep.
And Def just going to stroll right by that barrel.
Yeah, they can head back to that tier 2 tower in the mid lane. And can SK Telecom get there in time to save it? I don't know. There's a cocoon. They wrap up Faker. A little bit of damage there. And yeah, they'll just continue to take objectives. SK Telecom, 2 inhibitors down now.
No, what they're going to do now, I mean, they can just stroll through, take the red buff, go back by, and then set up for another Baron.
Yep.
So if Samsung Blue plays this one out logically, they should be heading to the finals here of WCG Korea in a stunning upset.
No kidding. Stunning doesn't begin to describe it. I mean, this is SK Telecom team that, you know, less than a month ago now won the World Championship.
Try like 10 days ago.
Yeah, exactly. Way less than a month ago.
All right, well, buffs are secured. Pong grabs the blue, hops over the wall, and the Baron setup will commence as soon as we can see Sense getting there with an Oracles. And wow, he is just loaded on that support, finishing Shkrelia's Reverie as we reach nearly the 40-minute mark in this game.
Yeah. And Shkrelia's is a pretty good buy. Definitely want to be able to disengage a little bit. Outrun that Tryndamere if you need to. There's the Baron.
Yeah.
Down for Samsung Blue.
MVP Blue, or Samsung Blue rather, I'm doing it too.
I know, man, it's hard not to.
Yeah, Blue.
They've been MVP for so long.
Able to take that so quickly. They just have a tremendous amount of damage right now.
Yeah. It's like if the Green Bay Packers suddenly became like the Milwaukee Packers. I could never handle that. Oh, Faker nearly grabbed by the death sentence. Guess I'd have to go back in time.
Okay, well, some at least good zoning here, and the top inhibitor is back up. So Samsung Blue rightfully going to go ahead and rotate over to the side.
Ooh, lots of damage onto him. That's going to be another dead inhibitor, no problem. And there it is. Actually get the ult onto Mondu. Playful Trickster coming in, and there's the Zonias after Pawn gets the kill. Impact jumps on top of Faker right there as well. Another Zonias from Chunju. Zonias all over the place. Impact pops the ultimate, just trying to get as much damage done as he can, and it's quite a bit, but not enough. And there we go. Bengi, nearly the last man standing. Now it's Faker. That is it. Appropriately, Faker, the last man standing, the last wall, the last line of defense, but ultimately, it is going to be a 2-0 for Samsung Blue. They defeat the League of Legends Season 3 World Champions in style. Wow.
That is
this real life?
An insane upset here at WCG Korea.
Yeah.
2-0 from Samsung Blue, a team that is historically done quite poorly in Champions, but showing that they've used the offseason to the utmost.
I guess
and
so.
Their roster changes have been very effective. Pawn with an insanely strong showing in the mid lane against Faker. Wow.
Man, that was really, really impressive. And again, just stunned looks on the faces of SK Telecom. They don't know how to handle it.
Well,
Can't blame them.
They will not be representing Korea
No, I guess not.
at the World Cyber Games, and maybe it'll be Samsung Blue. Wouldn't that be a shocker?
Well, I don't know. I mean, think about the season where we saw MVP Ozone come up out of seemingly nowhere, take out Blaze in the finals. I feel like we're seeing something a bit similar here from their sister team, Blue.
Well, and remember, too, again, Samsung Blue has now defeated both SK Telecom T1 and the KT Bullets, generally thought of heading into this tournament as the two strongest teams here in Korea, and they've completed the 1-2 punch, and they deserve their ticket to the finals.
No kidding. I am just incredibly impressed by these guys, Pawn especially. I mean, the whole team played so well. Such good coordination.
Well, they successfully summoned Captain Planet, I would say.
I guess so, yeah. By their powers combined, they are Captain Planet. And the planet is more or less blue when you look at it in space. So, hey, why not? It kind of fits, right?
Wow.
Well.
I am stunned. I am absolutely stunned. A great series. Samsung Blue played especially the game one
Those
beautifully.
were good games, too.
They were very good games.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed that second one because it was a lot closer than the gold total said. And SK Telecom T1 did a very good job of imposing their strategic will on their opponents, even after getting in a pretty serious hole early on in that game.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them get opportunities from time to time in the late game, but in the end, it was just little tiny mistakes from SK Telecom that gave MVP or Samsung Blue. Can they just change their name back to MVP, please? That gave them the chance to come in and actually take the game. That was pretty insane.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing a lot more of this Samsung Blue team. Yeah. And I mean, wouldn't it be crazy? This is the world we live in. The WCG Korea final could actually be Shield versus Blue.
I know.
That is a thing that can happen. But we are going to be back tomorrow, of course, with CJ Blaze versus Najin Shield.
Yep, another best of three.
Another best of three.
It's a happy Blue. They're not blue.
Certainly aren't.
Nope.
Well, their coaches should be pretty happy with that.
No kidding.
Samsung having a rough time at Worlds. They turn their fortunes around a little bit now.
This really puts a lot more pressure onto Ozone as well, too, because it's like, hey, look at how you guys did at Worlds, and now look at Blue. You know, they come in here, they beat SK Telecom.
Yep.
You gotta wonder.
You do kind of wonder. But an exciting tournament. I mean, Though every time we think that some game is going to be just one-sided, Korean teams just turn it on their heads.
That's why I love this scene. It's so much fun casting this scene.
You really never know what's going to happen here. Yeah. And that's why it's a pleasure to watch. And thank you guys very much for watching tonight.
Absolutely. Well, let's take a look at our results. You know them already, but there it is. 2 wins for Samsung Blue over SK Telecom. That's like a graphic that the people in the back were like, yeah, we're not going to need this one. Delete. And they're like, oh, we need to remake it. Wow.
Well, what a tournament for Samsung Blue.
No kidding.
And, you know, it's worth talking about this, too, because we were casting the World Cyber Games StarCraft qualifiers. And remember, there was a player named Sora who managed to make it to WCG for StarCraft when we were casting it in August, who had never played professionally before, ever, and made it all the way to the finals before losing to Parting. So this has been, WCG Korea qualifiers have been some pretty good upsets all around.
Yeah.
Really good stories.
Really good series in multiple games here, man. It's pretty cool to see, no doubt. Wow, well, tomorrow we have a best-of-3 between CJ Blaze and Najin White Shield. It should be a great match. Shield looking very strong right now, but Neo Blaze looking pretty good as well. So
yeah, Neo Blaze
a bit of a toss-up.
Has made, I think, the proper decisions in terms of their players in order to get themselves into a better position in the early game. Emperor, their new AD carry, destroyed Prey, which is not something that a lot of players can say. And Najin White Shield on the other side, while not having outstanding kind of solo lane plays, having absolutely fantastic shot calling and strategic decision making by their captain Nofe. So that is going to be a very exciting match to watch as well, because CJ Blaze still lacked in terms of the play calling in the late game, whereas Shield looked a lot tighter in that regard.
It's a really cool matchup because we've got the well-oiled machine of Najin Shield going up against the kind of individual flashy skill talent in CJ Blaze. You know, you've got the Flame, you've got Ambition on that side, and on the Shield side, you've got No Fan who's play calling, like you said. So that is going to be a great best-of-3. Do not miss that. But
tell your friends to watch.
From this.
Yeah, tell your friends to watch the VODs of tonight too, because this is definitely a series worth seeing. Some fantastic games.
That's right. Well, that's going to do it for us tonight, guys. See you tomorrow night on more WCG Korea from Seoul, South Korea. It's been Doan Monte Cristo. See you tomorrow.
Something to be learned from every black eye.